can't.
He pay for it.
I can't.
I guarantee it.
Calm down. Calm down, brother.
Come to the fight. Come to the fight.
They probably gonna get you f***ed up.
Because Lamont Roach can fight, and he thinks he's going to see the better Gervonta Davis, come out this time. I certainly hope we do.
Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach rematch, redemption or repeat? The tension is building as the highly anticipated rematch between Gervonta "Tank" Davis and Lamont Roach Jr. inches closer. After a controversial first bout that ended in a draw, fans and
beat his ass.
He can't do shit.
For real. Man, be quiet.
I don't give a y'all was
all that
quiet. Y'all,
and
if
all
y'all
that.
was
They
loud,
got
y'all
the
was
hood
fucking
over
talking
there.
about-
Like twist it up. I don't give a
Y'all
about none
can
of that.
do whatever
I don't
y'all
care about
want.
none
My
of that.
mother, he
I
can't
don't care
stop
about no
nothing
hood,
over
no
here.
none of that.
Not at all.
I'm telling you, I'm gonna him up.
Not at all. Never. Nothing's
But
gonna get
y'all
f***ed
y'all
up over here.
face
What do I look like getting f***ed up?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
That shit ain't never gonna stop
telling
nothing over here.
And he gonna pay for it. I guarantee
I can't.
he pay for it.
I can't.
I guarantee it.
Calm down. Calm down, brother.
Come to the fight. Come to the fight.
They probably gonna get you f***ed up. Look, fool. Hey, fool. This me and you, fool. This me and you, fool.
Tank.
This me and you, fool.
Yeah.
Don't worry about them. They might get you. They gonna trick you off your spot. They gonna trick you out your spot, fool. Don't worry about them.
Come on, stop. Y'all know what's going on. Y'all know how I'm coming. Y'all know how I'm coming. So stop it. Y'all gonna make it hard for him. That's what y'all gonna do. Y'all gonna make it hard for him.
pundits are split. Some say Roach exposed Davis, while others believe Davis simply had an off night. Now, with both fighters locked in and the stakes sky high, the rematch promises to answer the question on everyone's mind: who's really the better fighter? Davis responds with fire. Davis has come out swinging, verbally and mentally, vowing to dominate Roach this time around. Tank is so confident, in fact, that he's allegedly willing to put $5 million on the line that he'll knock Roach out. Critics say he's just talking, but his camp says...
YouTube, we're back again with some more boxing news in the boxing world. Gervonta Davis versus Lamont Roach for the rematch is on the horizon and will be happening this year, and it will be happening very, very soon. This is the thing, YouTube. If y'all agree with me on what I'm about to tell y'all, I want y'all to throw the thumbs up, because this is what's gonna happen. If y'all remember the Mayweather and Madonna match, where everybody thought Madonna beat Mayweather in the first match when they fought each other, like he dominated him, he beat him. Same thing goes here. Lamont Roach, everybody's saying that he dominated Gervonta Davis, but this is not going to happen in the rematch. Gervonta Davis is going to dominate Lamont Roach. If y'all agree with me on what I'm telling y'all, this is just like the Mayweather-Madonna fight. I'm trying to tell you. Lamont Roach is going to lose in the rematch, and that's a guarantee. That's not a prediction. That is a spoiler. If y'all agree with me, throw a thumbs up. And if you ain't got Eat Up Keeps the News, subscribe.
Otherwise. Tell him I'ma F him up, Davis said in a fiery outburst during a recent face-off. Come to the fight. They probably gonna get you up out of there. Trash talk aside, Davis is aware that the pressure is on. The public perception has shifted. Once viewed as unbeatable, Tank now has doubters questioning his focus, stamina, and love for the sport. New team, new focus. In response, Davis has revamped his training camp. He brought in Coach Mustafa.
Yo, what's going on, fight fans? Check it out. It looks like Gervonta Davis has a new coach. Now, this is Coach Mustafa. He's a well-known coach down in the Atlanta area, and it looks like he's starting to train with him. I know he has that upcoming rematch coming up. It looks like it's slated for June. Now, this coach is known for his working on timing, precision, accuracy. Those are some of the things that this coach is well known for. He's also been training Tevin Farmer for his past 2 fights. Now, what does this mean for Tank? Is he leaving Coach Kyle and Coach Kenny, or is he adding Coach Mustafa to the team? Is it smart to switch trainers so close to a fight? Let me know what y'all think down in the comments below.
A trainer known for sharpening timing and precision. Alongside longtime coaches Calvin Ford and Kenny Ellis, Davis is embracing discipline and structure. Coach Kenny, who's often responsible for tactical strategy, stated, "We're not falling for the banana in the tailpipe. We're preparing for the best version of Lamont Roach." Even Teddy Atlas, veteran boxing analyst, pointed out that Davis isn't just a power puncher, he's a thinker. He observes, calculates, and then strikes.
Promoter Gary Jonas shed some light on the negotiations for the rematch. While he didn't give too many details, Jonas did say that the second bout between Davis and Roach Jr. is all but finalized. Let's hear what he got to say right now.
Important question on everyone's mind: how close is the rematch? How big will it be? How close is it to getting done?
Very close. It's in my mind, it's a done deal, but there are formalities, but it's a done deal, and it's not far off.
Atlas said. If he leans into that strategic mindset, Roach could be in trouble. Lamont Roach, calm, humble, ready. On the other side of the ring, Lamont Roach Jr. remains composed. He's not rattled by Davis's verbal jabs or the swirling media storm. His focus is sharp, and his faith and work ethic speak louder than any press conference. "I'm not overconfident," Roach said in a recent interview. "I'm aware, I'm alert, and I'm prepared." Spiritually,
who am I here with today?
Lamont Roach Jr.
I don't know who you are, man. What do you do for a living?
And I box.
How long have you been boxing for?
I've been boxing since I was 9 years old, so 20 years.
How old were you when you made your first million?
I was 29.
You made some money. What's the best piece of advice about money you've received throughout your career?
Save that money gonna save you.
Has there ever been one experience where you spent too much money than you thought you should have, that you regret?
That I regret? No, but there's been a lot of times where I shouldn't have spent as much money as I did.
Is there one piece of advice that now that you've been boxing for a couple of years, you could tell your younger self about boxing?
My advice to my younger self would be keep going. You're gonna end up exactly where you're supposed to be at. As long as you work hard, put your faith in God, and you just keep pushing.
What made you really stand out as a boxer?
My hard work, determination to be the best.
Is there one boxer that you think inspires you the most with your play style?
I take bits and pieces from all boxers, even some of my opponents and stuff like that.
Anyone specifically?
No, not necessarily.
What keeps you motivated to keep pushing hard still?
It's definitely hard for me to give up because I know what's at stake. I know what can happen. I know what can happen with hard work. But if I ever feel like giving up, my motivation would be my son, my family, the ones who behind me 100%. They've been down at the bottom with me, so they coming up top with me.
Where can they find you on social media, man?
1of1X.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you, bro.
mentally and physically. He's also shown no signs of slowing down. While critics speculate about Roach enjoying the spotlight, his team insists that he's locked in more than ever. Roach, now with national attention, knows that confidence can be both a strength and a trap, and is choosing humility and discipline. Public debate still divided. The first bout had people arguing for weeks. Some had it 7-5 in favor of Davis.
I just want to know, when is the rematch going to happen at this point? Because I'm not going to lie, for it to be a whole month later and y'all still arguing over who actually won, it's just really like, okay, yeah, run it back, because we got to go ahead and settle this, squabble this up. I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to say neither fighter in here is shitty, okay? Because after the fight I seen on March 1st, yeah, they both was tagging shit, both getting up with each other, okay? I feel like this is the perfect match. If anybody's going to do a rematch, you need to be down, period. And Gervonta was stinging him. I'm not going to lie, he was stinging him. Great fight for him. But I'm not going to lie, he came out knowing what he was trying to do. Y'all have to give it to him. Like, y'all just be hating, okay? Y'all can't get in the ring and fucking fight. Y'all just be hating. At least I'm giving them no day props, okay? Because Gervonta had a great fight. Don't get me wrong. My money was on him. But I think what messed him up was the fact that when he came out, y'all know he usually be 2 steps ahead. He was 3 steps ahead. I feel like he already had Tank figured out. And he definitely was not expecting that. And him, on the other hand, I think he came in really having something to prove. I'm not going to lie, y'all. Like, it was a really good fight, and I feel like this is how I see it. In the beginning of the fight, he was stinking, back to back, you know what I'm saying? And then at the end of the fight, that's when he finally kicked it up. But I seen consistency through him through the whole fight. Not gonna lie, like, so I just feel like the rematch should happen because never know. He might, now that he was 3 steps ahead, become 8 steps ahead, and he might really knock his butt down. But at the end of the day, it's like, we need this rematch because I don't think this is ever gonna be a dispute that is settled and, you know, officially he won, he lost until they fight. Like, we gotta see it.
Others called it a draw, and many believed Roach did enough to win. Either way, fans agree on one thing: this rematch needs to happen. As one fan put it, they both were getting off in that first fight. We need this rematch to settle it. Period. YouTube boxing voices are also buzzing. Many compare this rematch to Floyd Mayweather versus Marcos Maidana, where Maidana surprised in the first fight but got outclassed in the rematch. Could Davis...
Everybody really think Tank go take the L. I've been seeing it. They said it's over. They think that this time Lamont go in more confident, knowing that basically he can, you know, really take it to Tank. Yeah, I want him to go in there confident. He's very skilled. Go in there confident. Because you gonna go up against a different Tank, like I told y'all in previous videos. He gonna go in there confident, thinking he could walk Tank down. Don't forget, with Tank, if he get you on that button, them lights going off, I don't care who you is. Remember how it ended up with Frank Martin? So yeah, don't go in there thinking that you going against like somebody that, like Ryan Garcia, somebody that's gonna fold. You going against Gervonta Tank Davis. And I think that confidence is what's gonna get Lamont dropped. Because one thing I will say, with Tank, that wasn't your best fight against Lamont, bro. I feel like you was in your head too much. You was overconfident, and you was really just, your mind was in y'all story, the lore and everything with y'all history. You ain't going there like I'm fighting a stranger. You going there like, oh, this Lamont. This from the same camp. We from the same area. But now I think that whole situation woke him up. Because you got to think, Tank not used to losing. He not used to people being against him. He not used to being the one that like got to step back from the situation. That's why I think he being hushed right now. Because when he come this time, it ain't no talking. And that's why I think it's scary, because we never see Tank in that mode where he don't say a word. I think this gonna be a different Tank. And what's crazy is Tank used to be like that in the beginning. Like when he was with Floyd, like I'm talking about Tank with the fade, with the waves, bro. He ain't used to be on that showboat and stuff until he got like, you know, a little bit more in the boxing, you know, thing. Of course, once you with Floyd, you gonna start being flashy and doing backflips off the ring. But in his beginning stages, dude wasn't playing. He was dropping I think that's what he about to go to, bro. And we know that people like, man, did he take Calvin off his team? Nah, like he said, Calvin, his boy. I think he just rocking with somebody else right now to get him some sharper skills, you know, to change up his skill and what people know him by. I'm not gonna lie, y'all. I think Tank go take it to Lamont. And that's not me being biased. I think we ain't ever seen Tank like this before.
Follow the same blueprint. What's really at stake? This isn't just another fight. For Davis, it's about redemption. For Roach, it's about validation. Legacy, pride, and possibly career trajectory hang in the balance. Fighters like Keyshawn Davis have questioned whether Gervonta still has the same fire. I don't know if he's still hungry. Roach is coming in like a man with something to prove, and that's dangerous. Meanwhile, insiders say Davis is as focused as he's ever been. He's training harder, smarter, and quieter, a version of himself fans haven't seen in years. This might be the scariest version of Tank, one analyst said. He's locked in. No games. Final thoughts. When the bell rings, all the talk, the tweets, and the interviews fade into the background. It'll come down to who executes under pressure. Can Davis maintain his early sharpness through all 12 rounds? Can Roach raise the bar even higher? Only one thing is certain, the rematch will define both fighters.